Hello there and welcome to a brand new lesson. This is Hab Beyond Numbers where we learn maths the easy way. In this lesson, we are looking at question 5b of the BECE 2026 Mathematics. And by the end of this lesson, you should be able to clear fractions from an inequality by finding the LCM. You should be able to expand brackets and collect like terms to solve inequalities. And then finally, you should be able to recall the critical rule, which is anytime you are dividing by a negative, you should flip the inequality sign. On the left hand side are solutions or answers to the trial exercises of our previous lesson. You can refer to it for guidance. Without much ado, let's quickly look into it. So our question says we have to solve 1 over 2 into bracket 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to 1/3 x plus 1 whole number 9 over 10. This is the question, and how do we go about it? Let's quickly look at the key concepts in solving linear inequalities. Well, in solving linear inequalities, you just treat them as equation, but there is one critical rule. That is, when you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number, then you flip the sign. So if you do that, if it is greater than, it becomes a less than. If it is a less than, it becomes greater than. If it is a greater than or equal to, it becomes a less than or equal to. And if it's a greater than, and if it is a less than or equal to, it also becomes a greater than or equal to. They just take the reverse. If you are solving inequalities involving fractions, the first thing you need to do is to clear the fractions. So you make sure all the denominators go away by looking for the LCM and multiplying each and every term by that. After which, if there are brackets, you expand the brackets, you group like terms, and then you solve. So with this question, we have a 1 over 2, then into a bracket 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to, we have a 1 over 3x, then plus 1 whole number, a 9 over 10. Because of this, we need to change it first of all into what? An improper fraction. So repeat the same thing. That is a 1 over 2 into bracket a 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to a 1 over 3x. Then this becomes a 1 times 10 plus 9. That is a 19 over 10. So plus 19 over 10. So now that we have this, we'll take note that our LCM is what? So now that we have this, we'll then look for our LCM. So we are going to look for the LCM of 2, 3, and then 10. And it's obvious that that is what? 30, because 20 divides 30, 3 divides 30, and 10 also divides 30. So what we do after getting our LCM is we multiply each and every term by the LCM. So you are going to multiply this first one, which is 1 over 2 into bracket x, 2x plus 1 by 30. Then we're also going to multiply this here by 30. And then finally, we multiply this as well by 30. In doing so, 2 divides 30 15 times. So let me just copy that and then I'll do the cancellation. So we'll say 2 divides itself once and then it divides 30 15 times. Then we have 3 dividing itself once and it also divides 30 10 times. And we have 10 dividing itself once and then it divides 30 3 times. So with these numbers we've gotten, they are going to multiply the terms. So we have a 15 times 1. That gives us a 15. Then into a bracket 2x plus 1. We have a greater than or equal to 10 times 1x. That gives us a 10x. And then finally a 3 times a 19, which gives us a 57. You see? So from here, we then open the bracket. So what bracket are we opening? This particular one here. The 15 multiplies the 2x, and then it also multiplies the 1. So that we have 15 times 2x, which gives us a 30x. Then 15 times a 1, we have a positive 15 greater than or equal to a 10x plus 57. So what we do now is to group like terms. All those with x would be at one side, and then the constant would also be at the other side. So I have my 30 here, that is the 30x. Then this 10x should move to the other side. Now in so doing, it changes its sign from positive to negative. We have 30x minus 10x greater than or equal to a 57. Then this 15 is also coming to the other side, so that we have a minus 15. So simplifying further, we have 30x minus a 10x, which gives us a 20x. So the 20x is greater than or equal to, we have 57 minus 15, which gives us a 42. So in making x the subject, all we are going to do is to divide both sides by 20. So I'm going to divide this by a 20, then this as well by a 20. And this 20 cancels out this 20, so that we are left with what? An x, which is greater than or equal to 42 over 20. With 42 over 20, we can simplify it as 21 over a 10. That is 2 divides 20 10 times, and then 2 divides 42 21 times. This is our final answer. Now, we can choose to write it as mixed fractions or even as decimal. So we can say, therefore, our x is greater than or equal to 21 over 10, or x is greater than or equal to, you have 2.1, or x is greater than or equal to a two whole number, 1 over 10. As simple as that. Any of them is correct. So with that said, we'll end this lesson here. But as usual, I'll leave you with some exercises so you try on your own. So here are 5 exercises as similar to what we have just done, and I advise you pause and then attempt before moving on to the next lesson. In the next lesson, you would see the answers there, and you can confirm to check or mark yourself. Let's have beyond numbers where we learn maths the easy way. If there's any issue of concern, let me know at the comment section, and when notified, I'll address that for you. If this is your first time on this channel as well and think it will be of help to you, you can choose to subscribe so that anytime I release a video, you'll be notified as well. See you in our next lesson where we look at question 5C. Bye for now, and do stay safe.